Jen. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing good. So excited to be doing this.
I know. I'm like, the whole Dream Corp. So I'll talk about this in a minute. But Liz and I have two separate uplines, but like we just work well together. So we're doing our teams together. And normally on Wednesdays, our team has their big call. So I'm like, well, I don't want the people that are getting on our call to have like two back-to-back calls. And then today she's like, no, tomorrow we're having a 2-hour surge, which I'll invite them. I'll put the link up so everybody can go to it if they want. But I'm like, I don't want everybody to be like all 3 hours on a call, like that's a long time.
I was wondering if Liz still talked to her coach, Sarah.
Yeah, it's, I think it's complicated. I think that's because she had cancer, so I'm not sure. And she doesn't feel like she has enough support from her upline. And I'm like, you know what? There's so many top coaches who don't even have an upline. So like, that's bullshit, basically. But you still want to have support, right?
Yeah, because like for me, like you've been there since the beginning. I know we talked about this a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I know once we grow, you guys grow too. And
absolutely. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about that tonight.
All your support, like, should go to you, all that we're getting, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, Liz and I had talked about like her like changing teams to become like a part of my team, but they almost always say no. Like you have to really prove that your upline doesn't help you.
Oh, okay. So it's not just going on and changing it.
Yeah. And like she could, but what she would have to do is stop coaching for 6 months.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So they're pretty strict about that kind of stuff. So I'm like, if she wants to do that, I'll support her 100%, obviously. But I told her, you know what, there's a lot of great teams out there that do exactly what we're doing by like just combining together and working together. And like, if Liz and I can help you and like Liz and I can help, somebody else, then I think it's going to be a win-win for everybody,
Yeah. All the support is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. The more the merrier, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm having wine.
Yay, good for you.
I don't know if anybody watched my live video from earlier, but I'll explain why I'm having wine tonight.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And Julie's on?
Julie's on. Julie, is this your first Zoom call?
I don't see her. Should I see her?
I see her.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
I do, but can you hear her, Julie? Can you hear me? Oh. I don't know where she went. I'm just going to turn a light on and grab a notepad. I saw that you were on before I grabbed that stuff, so I hopped on real quick. Okay. I don't know where Julie went. Julie, are you there?
Hi, I was trying to audio. This is the first time on Zoom.
It's your first time Zooming. Jessica, when did we Zoom with you first time? A couple weeks ago, huh?
Yeah, right before our challenge started.
Yeah, you're all kind of like, what the hell's happening here? What's going on?
Yeah. Hi, Julie. How are you?
Good. If I knew that I was going to be FaceTiming, I would have been a little bit more presentable.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 100% doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's the glory of this business is we get to do it from wherever, whenever.
Oh, good.
Nice to meet you.
What's that, Julie? You cut out.
I said she's rocking it.
I know. You are too, Julie.
Thank you. Yeah, I love everybody's doing good, all the coaches. I'm so glad you became a coach, Julie. You're doing so awesome.
It's a struggle.
Well, it always in the beginning. I mean, I've only signed one person, and I've been talking to a lot of people, but that's the hard part about it is just trying to convince them that this is awesome.
Yeah, I've got a couple people that are interested. They're like, yeah, sign me up. In fact, even one was sent the link, and it's like she just will not pay her bill. Like, girl, I can't move forward unless you pay.
right? And
Have
see,
you followed up with her, Julie?
I'm sorry?
Have you followed up with her?
Oh, yeah.
And what's she saying?
It's all text or IM. I've left a couple messages.
Okay.
In my free group that's going on, my free clean eating group. And she's engaged. She's seeing the videos. She's made a couple. But I don't know where the barrier is in.
So have you asked her straight up, hey, I just want to make sure you got your registration link? Did you ask her that question? Yes.
No.
Huh?
Crickets.
So you did ask and she didn't reply? Okay. I'm going to tell you that you're going to get far more no's in this business than you will yeses. So you have to be comfortable with that. And I just recently read, one of the books that I read is Go for No for Network Marketers. And it was really good because Go for No, perfect, good. Yeah, you've done all kinds of training, Julie. Like we have to find a time sometime this week or next week to touch base because I need to meet you where you are and you've done so much shit already. I don't even know where you are. So it's awesome. But like Go for No is so important. And the more no's you get, the more comfortable you get with people saying no. And you're like, whatever, cool, I got a no. Because I'll tell you what, a no to me feels a lot better than an ignore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so when you get a no, it's almost like, hell yeah, I got a no. Bring it.
Thank you. I can move on.
Yeah, totally. So,
And month or
what's that?
That I won't be bothering you again, at least till next month.
No, why would you not? No, well, and then you have a follow-up list. So whatever your system is, like I recently started using Teamzy just because honestly, for years I struggled on staying organized with things, and I'm like, I'll show you what I have done in the past. I'm still kind of using. So I just have a ghetto blue notebook, and I would write people like February, for example. So those are all the people, and I just wrote their names down, and then I would do one for the next month, and in it, and I put message, ignore, somebody will buy, text. I put kind of like what I did with them, and then I would make one for the next month. So I did this, but what I find is I wasn't consistent using it. I wasn't consistent adding people. So I went to Teamzy just because I just felt like it was working for me. You get a 30-day free trial, but then it's $30 a month. What's up, girl? Can you hear us, Liz?
Hey, yes, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Hi.
Oh.
So we were just kind of talking about going for no, Liz. We just kind of were chatting and we've just kind of gone on from there. So yeah, have a system. I don't know, as long as you have a system that works for you. There's the business activity tracker, Julie, which I know you and I talked about. That's something to use. There's the Power of 3, which that's something I can put up if you guys are interested in that. You shook your head, Julie. So have you looked at the Power of 3?
No.
Jessica, do you know about the Power of 3?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll post it in our little page. But Power of 3, let me see if I can find it. I have it on a screen, so let me find it on my screen and I'll share it with you guys. I have Facebook up, and it's just like all of these things are, let me just close it all out.
There's a lot of stuff, and I know the BAT is a really good one. I know that I mean, when I'm consistent and I use the BAT, the business activity tracker, it can really help you because it it basically lays it all on the line for you and what to do and what you should be doing. And when I get going, it works. It works really well.
And Liz, they updated it recently. So it's new. It got a makeover.
Yeah, oh, that's right. It did. It actually did.
Yep. Okay, Power of 3. I'm going to screen share real quick, guys, so you can see what the Power of 3 is. As soon as I can figure out how to do it, share screen.
Yeah, see, it's that one.
So this is the Power of 3, guys. So can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So basically you add 3 new humans a day, you connect with 3 new people, you invite 3 people follow up with 3 people, and then 3 times a week you actually present the business opportunity. And then it has something here like for your daily. You want your personal development, workout, Shakeology. Things you should do on a weekly basis, national wake-up call, check in with me, which is something I want to talk about, check in with your customers, and then can you guys see this other little corner here?
Yeah, monthly.
Yeah, Achieve Success Club, add 1 new coach, and add 5 to business opportunity call. So this is a guideline. Again, whether you use the business activity, which Liz has been very successful with in the past, when she, like, keyword being consistent and doing it, because when you don't do it, nothing happens. I'll tell you that much. Just find something that works for you. Teamzy is what I'm using. Liz, what are you using right now? I'm going to take it off screen. And I'll post this, guys, for you to print off in the team page. Okay.
The business activity tracker is basically this, but a little bit, I mean, it's the same thing, but it's just whatever works for you better, whatever works better for you. Cause it's like you make, but it also on the business activity tracker, which I was using, and I'm trying to use Teamzy, but it's just like having to go into the computer. I need to get better at that. But this is, it's basically telling you, like, what is your goal? Do you want to do, do you want to do personal development 10 minutes a day? Do you want to do it 15? And so I really like the business activity tracker because it sets it all out there for you. And it's the same thing as the Power of 3, but it's, I think, a little bit more. Like, it tells you to follow up with 3 people, talk to 3 people about coaching, recognize the success of 3 people. The same thing, how many contacts did you do this week? Or how many people did you invite? How many people did you friend request? So go ahead. Sorry.
Did you guys have a question? Julie, Jessica?
No. I've seen things very similar to that.
What's that?
I think I've seen that are very similar to that.
It doesn't matter. I mean, there's some people that like do this. There are some people that love Excel. I'm Excel stupid. Like, I look at Excel and I don't know how to use it. But like, if that's something that you know how to use and you can create a system using Excel, then do it. Rebecca just jumped on. Hey, girl.
Sorry, I was finishing my dinner.
That's cool. So yeah, just find something that works for you that you can track and use on a daily basis. So again, it doesn't matter. Everybody's going to find something. I have tried multiple things, and Teamzy seems to be the one thing that is working for me. Rebecca, what are you doing to track stuff?
Teamzy.
Teamzy.
Yeah, I love it because I have a hard time reaching out. I always feel lost, like I don't know what to say and stuff, even though I friended them with no issue. So it's really helped me in that area. And given that I have a little bit of income coming in from Home Direct, I feel much more comfortable with once I have to pay for it, I'm going to go ahead and pay for it because it's only $30 a month. So I like it.
I'm going to screen share real quick. I pulled it up. I'll screen share again so you guys can see what it is on my end. Hold on. Where did it go? Hold on. All I could see was you guys. Okay, can you see the Teamzy?
Yes.
Okay, so basically this is what I've done today. I haven't done that much yet. So prospects are people that could be your Facebook friends. So you import your entire Facebook friend list, or like people like Liz and I who actually have customers that have come in, then we have customers here. So these are people that have either bought for me or have been given to me from just my free customers. And then this is my coaches tab, which I touch base. I don't really keep track of that part because I feel like I keep in touch with you guys as I can. And then follow-ups here is based on however you connect. So let's say I'm going to connect, I talked to this person yesterday. So I'm going to hit connect and I'm going to put chatted about goals. And I actually did invite, and it was a text, and I did invite her to our challenge group. So over here, I have the option of when am I going to follow up with her? I'm going to follow up with her in a week to see if she wants to join us again. I log the connect and I'm done. And then it has a little, where's it at? Here. So it talks about like what I've done. And this is something, by the way, that I've completely put in. I put in because it tells you in the beginning, like, and one of the things that I like about it is you put in the beginning how much money you want to make. So I put in $50,000 because I'm like, I don't know, I'm just picking that number out of my ass. Like, you know, and obviously the more income that you put in, these numbers here will change. So, you know, like I haven't had a chance to tell you about the group I just got accepted into, but somebody else had like 50 and 30 and 20 and 10 and 40 ads. I'm like, holy shit, I'm playing small, like, because these numbers are so tiny. But another cool thing that I like about Teamzy is over here, you get to put your why, which you create, because I think that if we don't have a why to why we're doing this, it's going to be a little bit challenging. So that's just kind of a brief overview of Teamzy. Rebecca or Liz, is there anything you want to add to it that you love?
No, I just like what Rebecca was saying is that it definitely, it lays it all out for you, and it tells you like, hey, go talk to this, or this is the person you should be talking to. So instead of guessing like, who should I talk to today? It pulls it up for you, like, you know, it lays it out for you really, really well. I just need to utilize it more because, again, I'm like, I don't like being on the computer or my phone. I'm always on my phone, so that's easier for me. But you definitely have to work with a computer. So if you're not super computer savvy, then the business activity tracker is going to be really good for you. I made a binder, and again, it's just, I know collecting paperwork and all of the above, but I kind of have a Beachbody binder that I put together, so that way I know exactly where to go half the time, because I know that for a beginner, when I first started on the online office, I was completely lost because it's not very user-friendly.
No, not at all.
And then you have to search and find, and then if you call, they're like, well, go to frequently asked question 265, and I'm just like, I just want to know the answer. So that's just the thing.
I agree 100% with you, Liz. I've been in there so many times, and I've downloaded almost everything and put little file folders and gone through them, and I am just like lost. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to follow coaches, see what they do. And then, you know, I've tried to track on paper, I've tried to track on Excel, and this is just so much easier for me. So much easier.
It does. Teamzy does all the work for you. And I know that, you know, I'm trying it out for free, but I think, you know, Jen's had tremendous success, and I've only stayed consistent with it for maybe 2 weeks, and I need to get my butt in gear.
Yeah, same here.
Here's the thing, guys, and something that I'm learning, and I don't know what the hell happened to me in Punta Cana, but a fire has been lit under my ass, and I'm happy about that, but I'm also scared, and I'm having all of these realizations because I've been a coach now for 2.5 years, and I probably sat with my thumb up my ass for 1.5 to 2 years. And I'm watching people, I'm kind of a diamond, I'm diamond, emerald, you know, falling back and forth in rank. And you know what? We are all in charge of what we do in this business. And so, and obviously one of the things that Jessica and I were talking about before everybody jumped on is that Liz and I just want to be clear that Liz and I are not on the same team, but we have chosen to run our teams together. So all that means is we have different downlines. That's all that means. But Liz and I both feel that because we both have small teams right now, and we've all kind of worked together in challenge groups, that why not work together? Like, why not us all build our teams together and, you know, bring in our resources? So Liz is in Dream Corp. She doesn't actively, you know, she's there. I didn't welcome her as a coach because she's technically not a coach. But that being said, if you feel like you need to reach out to Liz for something and she's not your coach, that's cool, and vice versa. So I just kind of wanted to make sure that we all knew that. Did you want to add anything to that, Liz?
No, I mean, that's just the thing. It's like when you vibe with people, that's where you go to. You know, Jen has a really, you know, she has a team, you know, all over the place, and it's really good, but it gives her good information. My team, it's kind of non-existent right now, so I definitely feel like Jen is my coach. Hold on, babe. I feel like Jen is my, say hi, everybody. Hi. Oh, come here. So I feel like Jen is my, you know, is one of my coaches too, because she's definitely helped me a lot, but I need to help myself because I was feeling sorry for myself for a second. Like, I don't have anybody, and I was feeling sorry, and like, I don't have this and this and this, but ultimately it's up to us. If we want it, we have to make it happen. And I do good, and then I fall off the wagon, and then I do great, and then I fall off the wagon. And, you know, I've been really successful with this business, but as far as coaching, you know, I want more coaches, and I think that's what we're all in here for, because like Jen going on this trip, obviously it was an amazing trip. And to me, like, that's what Beachbody can do for us. I've gone on some trips, I've been rewarded. And let me tell you, when we go to summer, or when you're around so many like-minded people, you do get that feel under your butt, and you just want to succeed, because it is some of the most amazing, there's so many amazing things that can happen in this business. And is it going to happen in a month? No. Can it? Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, don't get frustrated and want to quit. You can get frustrated, but then don't quit, because you know what? I've been doing this for 3 years. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not putting in the work. So, I mean, I can keep going on and on and on, but I'm just saying it's so rewarding. And being around the people, and then, you know, we may not see each other, but I know that I talk to you all more than I talk to any of my friends, that's for sure. Yeah. Not that you're not my friends, but I'm just saying I don't get to hang out with you guys, which I wish I could, because that'd be pretty good.
Did you hear what happened to our dog?
Yes.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Alba.
Sorry, Alba.
Say hi. Okay, go, Cochina. She's naked.
So just a couple things about Punta Cana, and then I have a couple things I want to make sure we talk about before our free 40 minutes goes away. So in Punta Cana, obviously it was amazing. I was there with a lot of Dream Corp people, which some I jive with, some drive me the fuck crazy, to be honest. And within the first couple of days, Fran and I are hanging out, and Fran's like, babe, why are you not doing more in this business? Like, you have more maturity, you have more leadership ability, like, why aren't you doing more? And then I saw Autumn Calabrese, like, oh my God, I think, Rebecca, I sent you a picture of her ass.
You sent me.
I know, and I was like, I showed it to Garrett, and I was like, I'm not that impressed with it, but I like bubble ass, and she does not have a bubble ass.
She doesn't have a booty. But she's great. She just doesn't have a booty. You're right.
But no, she does what she doesn't. She does what she doesn't. Which is much legs as she does in all of her workouts. But anyway,
yes.
You know, like, she was hanging out with Christina Delgado, and Christina Delgado's sister. And you guys may not know their story, but Christina Delgado was like a very high-paid attorney who started this business because she needed to lose her baby weight, and now she's like a freaking powerhouse. Like,
her and her sister.
Tina, who doesn't give a fuck. Like,
I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, if you don't follow her, you should, because she just is awesome. So.
And follow her sister, Becky Brossett. She's amazing too.
Becky's my age, I think. I think I heard her say she's going to be 42 this year. Anyways, age is no limit, by the way. There were people in Punta Cana from 20s to 70s. Like, I saw the full age range, the full ability of doing anything. So, but I went to, one of the sessions was where it had Autumn come out and talk. And I think I shared in Dream Corp. I meant to share it. So she's coming out with new recipes, a lot of new vegan ones, Julie. So keep your eyes posted for Fix8. And Carl just gave her a lot of accolades to her leadership. And then Chris Downing came out, and he's going to be amazing, guys. Whether you feel like you can do Shift Shop or not, Rebecca, you're going to modify that shit, because you're going to love his words. You're going to love him as a trainer.
I saw the commercial after my workout today, and I mean,
he's going to, you have to,
cool, but
you have to modify the modifier. I want to do a huge group and get like a bunch of people, and hopefully we have, like, it's a new program. It's ketogenic diet, so it's going to be like no carbs week 3. We're all going to be cranky bitches, but we're going to just figure out how to make it work.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of that diet all over Facebook lately, and I'm just like,
it's a new phase. I can't wrap my mind around any diet where you eliminate a food group. I
can't either. I can't.
Not for a long-term plan. It works for some people. That's cool. I'm not going to knock them. But then Carl got out there and talked. And I don't know if anybody has ever seen Carl talk, whether live or even video, but he's a freaking firecracker. So he, you know, business, I think, has taken a hit. The wine business attacked Beachbody last year. So a lot of people left Beachbody to go be a part of the wine business. And, you know, I think from a business standpoint, he's ready to like work with people who are ready to hit the ground running. So he was talking about how he's going to start taking time out of his week to work with people in a group that want to make a difference between now and summer. And as I'm sitting there listening to him talk about this, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, he's like, yeah, 20, 30, 40, 50. Those are the people I want to work with. So I'm in a region diamond group, like the point of this group is to try to get to 2-star. And they posted the application yesterday to be a part of Carl's group. Well, I had already known about it, and I applied. And I'm like it asked for your Success Club points, and it asked how many of your coaches hit like more than 2 Success Club points last year. And I'm like, okay, Success Club 12, like that's super small, but big for me, right? And I had 2 coaches who hit Success Club points last month. I'm like super small compared to like what Carl's talking about. So when I got back from my workout today, I was added to the group. So I was one of the few hundred people selected to be in Carl's like sprint summit. And I started crying because I'm like, I don't belong there. I'm like, I really felt like I just didn't, like, I wasn't expecting to be accepted. So that being said,
congratulations.
thank you.
Yeah.
Holy shit is all I have to say. But that just means not only am I going to be doing more work, I'm going to be sharing things with you guys, and I want you guys to do more work, because the whole point of what we're doing is to help people not be unhealthy. Like if we think about the basics. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is how to hit Success Club. And I think we kind of covered it in the first part of doing the work. Like if you don't do the work, if you're not talking about it and you're not inviting people, then you're not going to hit Success Club. So if you want to hit Success Club 5, how many people do you think you have to talk to in a week? What do you guys think?
A lot.
5? How many people do you think you have to talk to a week?
15.
At least.
100.
Yeah, 15, 20.
Rebecca. Yeah, probably 100, because half of them will ignore you.
Yep. Because I've been talking to people every day.
Yeah, I mean, and guys, I can tell you that I've been doing this. You have to show up and be consistent, because a lot of people are like, oh, what is this phase that you're in? So being consistent, being a product of the product, showing up every day, showing them you're doing the work and showing results and doing programs is also going to help you get customers. And that's something like moving to Denver, I fell off track. Like I ate and drank way too much, and I was still working out, but I wasn't a product of the product. So trying to change that as I drink wine. I think it's the first time I've had wine since Punta Cana though. So, but anyway, so it's just being consistent. It's not that complicated. Like I think, and follow up with people. Like if people ignore you, I can't tell you how many follow-ups today. Like there's one girl that it might've been over a year ago. No, maybe last October or November. I've sent her 3 messages since the initial one where she says, yes, I want to do the 21-day fix after the holidays. She's ignored me every single time, but I keep sending follow-up messages.
Yeah, I have someone who keeps like, yeah, I just need to do it. I just need to do it. I just need to do it. I joined LA Fitness. I just need to do it. I'm like, okay, well, I'm here. I keep checking in on them. It's been about 20 days, so it's time to check in on them again.
And now that we have a challenge group to invite them to, I feel like it's easier. Hey, you know what? May 15th, would love to have you. And I really I don't do it just to say it. I believe it too. Like, tell them, like, you would love to have them. Like, how many people don't get invited to things? How many people don't get that, hey, I think you would be great at this? Like a little positive affirmation along the way. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I say that to people all the time. Like, hey, I think you would be a great coach. Like, I think I said that to you, Rebecca, and I know I said it to Rashawn. I told Rashawn, I said, you would be a great coach. Like, when are you going to join me?
Yeah, and I kept telling Julie.
Right, and we all kept telling Julie she'd be a great coach, and here she is. I know that Liz told Jessica that. But I mean, there's different ways to get people into the business too. Like, I feel like all of us were in challenge groups and really liked the challenge groups, and that's what got us to become a coach. Would you say that's a true statement?
Absolutely. I mean, it's just really, it is really hard, because people out there right now with everything that is going on and like other diets and whatever, people want a quick fix, but then it takes a really true person, like Jessica, you hit the ground running. We all did, and because we wanted it so bad. But there's people out there that want it, but they don't want it as bad as we do. So that's another thing. We're following up. Like, I followed up with this lady for a year, because every month she told me, I'm going to buy from you this month. I just got to wait. I got to wait till payday. And so for a whole year, and finally I'm like, if she wants to come to me, she will. So just don't get frustrated on that part. But, if you want it that bad, you will do it. But it's going to take you working out every single day. It's going to take you drinking the Shakeology. You can't, it's so many things that you have to do, and why not? You're going to get paid for it. But following up with people, meeting new people, stepping outside of that bubble and posting. There's times where I'm just like, oh my God, should I send it? Should I send it? And I press it and then I regret it, but I'm like, it's too late. I already sent it. And if people don't like it, then they don't have to like the post, but then you'll never know unless you send it.
Don't be a believer, just hit send.
Yeah.
No, not right now. No. Go find Daddy.
Yeah, I mean, I've shared Haley's Gangster Rap Connection, and one of the things she says, and I'm sorry if there's kids around, I noticed that Julie and Alba, you guys both have kids. But don't be a bitch and just say,
Look what I do.
what's going to happen if you send it?
Look
What's
what
going to
I
happen?
do.
What's the worst thing that can happen?
You need to go. I love you.
And I think that's where, like, you know, obviously personal development is a big part of our job. But wherever you are struggling right now is where you should
Mommy,
be.
can I show something?
Do you have a model that you follow after, Jen?
Do what?
A model coach that you follow or anything like that?
I have a lot of things that I like, but I really try to do my own thing. And this is why, because like if you look at the screen right now, we are 5 very different people with 5 very different passion points and things. Now, in that, creating your brand and quote unquote your avatar, like your tribe, like if you have a coach that is your tribe and that you can follow, like Amy Silverman, Haley Christensen, Candace Rogers, those are probably 3 of the top coaches that come to my mind that I love their brand. I like how they're just straight up F-bombs, don't give a care. Like, I like that about them. Now, my posts aren't going to look like them though, because I'm not them.
Okay.
Yeah, I am them, but I can't because my mommy calls me and yells at me. I got in trouble for my post where he got picked for that secret gift shop group or whatever, and so I wrote on his post, I wrote "fuck yeah," and my mom called me. She goes, "You're a teacher. Your profile's public. I saw that." I'm like, "Yes, ma'am."
And that's your own internal struggle of things you'll have to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You are who you are, and if you know, fortunately or unfortunately, don't have any family to deal with that, so I don't get that part of things. But just be who you are.
I want to add something really quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but following a lot of people, I tell you, Jessica, to look on other coaches' pages to kind of see and get an idea. The problem that I had is I started following a lot of top coaches, and I got so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my God, I want to be like them. I want to do this. And that was a mistake I made because, like Jen said, we are not those people. We have to create our own brand, and you can't. Then it starts messing with your mind if you start following other coaches because they are already at the top, but they had to get there at some point. And we are here. We can't do it overnight. So that's the thing is like, I like Janelle Summers. I like to follow Melanie Mitro. I like to follow a lot of people like Amy Silverman, Bonnie Ingle, but that's them. I just follow them for inspiration. So that's one thing is inspiration. We don't want to be like anybody. We want to be like ourselves, and we want to be better than ourselves. So that's just the thing.
Good advice.
So in the back office, there is a place that's like top leaders, so you can go and see like who the top coaches are. By all means, go sneak them. You know, there's some top coaches that will tell you not to follow other coaches in general at all, period. Because comparison comparison is the thief of joy. Am I saying that right? So I have a fair amount of coaches that I follow.
Just to get like ideas and inspiration, that's what I'm looking for.
Just be you. I mean, they say don't just post about your fitness. I think it's important that you post about your fitness. Obviously, we're fitness coaches, but like Rebecca shared in Dream Corp, like the picture of her and Garrett going to prom got over 100 likes. The picture that I shared of Fran and I in Punta Cana got like almost 100 likes. Like it's I get 15 on my fitness posts.
Yeah, same here.
People are watching, and that's why it's important for you to go. And another, I can't talk about it.
I can't hear.
That's what's happening.
I can't hear either. Julie's got it.
Are you okay, Julie?
Julie, what's happening? You need a tripod.
So just keep in mind that you need to post 3 times a day. One needs to be about fitness. One needs to be about what hobbies do you like other than fitness. Post about something, you know, like I do post about my child because that's my why. That's my joy. I post about whatever it is Alba did, and like that's my why. She keeps me going. I want to be a better person. I do like to do posts about fitness, but that's when I started my like page. So it's just one of those things. You have to, don't be afraid to take that selfie. Don't be afraid to talk about, like, hey, you know, look at this outfit. I feel good in it. But don't, you know, or I love to sew. I'm a Martha Stewart wannabe. You know, you got to go outside the realm. And that's when, you know, don't be so silly. My first year, that's what my trouble was. I was always like, buy Shakeology. Let's join this and buy that. So even when you have a picture of your Shakeology, don't be like, look it, I'm drinking Shakeology. That's what Amy Silverman talked about. Like, turn the cup around and just be like, I'm so glad I have this to keep me going. And then people are going to engage with you and be like, well, what are you drinking? And then that's when questions start. So always keep people wondering, like, you know, you don't have to be like, I did Beachbody today. And I'll do that like hashtag, but just be like, oh my God, I just did the most amazing workout. I'm sweating, I'm glittering, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes just like avoiding the word Beachbody actually helps.
Yeah, exactly. You don't wanna say like, yes, don't talk about what you're doing without saying what you're doing. Basically, create some intrigue so that people want to know what you're doing. And I kind of feel like, Liz, maybe you and I should do like maybe just a couple live videos. You and I can talk tomorrow, and maybe we can just do it in our team page about social media tips.
Okay.
We only have about 5 minutes left on my free Zoom. So you're off tomorrow, Liz. So let's touch base in the morning and maybe talk about doing that, just social media tips, because I feel like everybody's kind of starting new. And I know that I have failed forward with my social media, and it's gotten better over time. And
it took me a year, and I'm finally at the point where like I'm comfortable with my social media.
I'm still not comfortable with my social media.
I'm taking tomorrow off too, just so you know. I need a mental health day after the projects I just watched for the last 3 days from high school students. So may the 4th be with me. I'm going to stay home.
Okay, cool. So real quick, a couple of things that I just want to make sure we talk about. The challenge group that's coming up. So I know we Facebook messaged about this. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. So we are going to try to create a wellness group out of our current group, which just keep posting, and we can just continue doing the same 7-day things. And if everybody wants to pick a day of like what they want to do, you know what I mean? Like, I think I probably have it in here.
How did I do on my motivation?
What's that?
How am I doing on my motivation? That's what I was doing.
You did Motivation Monday. You did great. Yeah. And I loved your videos yesterday with your kids, by the way. Like,
I know that got a lot of, everybody liked that. So see, that's awesome. You're engaging and you want to show other moms that you can do it.
Well, Angie did it in our page, and I kind of feel like going live can be scary. And so doing it like in our challenge group gives you a little bit more oomph to do it elsewhere. So yeah. I think if everybody wants to pick a Tuesday and do a video from Fixate, that was our initial kind of thought process. And so I did, and when I did mine, Julie and Jackie were on, and we just kind of like, as I was doing shit or heating stuff up or blending things, like they were asking me questions, and I had fun doing that, Julie. I don't know if that was something you enjoyed. So, I mean, if we could, you know, like if Julie, for example, says next Tuesday, I'm going to go live and I'm going to, you cooking with your kids is awesome. Like the people who have kids, like, I think that's freaking awesome. And if you want to like say, I'm going to go live at this time, then the people in the group can join you if they want.
One of my concerns was nobody else new is posting, and you had to early last time about having an incentive, and maybe we should do that.
We can do an incentive for the challenge tracker. Like I'm totally on board with that. We have like, you know, a little bit of time to figure that out, whether it's Amazon cards or Starbucks cards, or, you know, we can figure it out. But I think the important thing is you have to be paid. You have to be a paid challenge pack person to join the May 15th group. So this isn't people who are just watching. Like Rebecca and Julie, I know you guys were both in my challenge groups and didn't pay for a long time. But you are where you are now, so I respect that, and I want to continue giving that to other people. So that's what the wellness group can be. And if we have people that
are we going to keep this group right now as a wellness page, and we can just change the title?
I agree. Yes, we need a new name for it, and I'm not creative with names.
I can do that.
Okay. Does anybody have like a desire of what we want that group to be called?
Our new group or our new challenge group or
Wellness.
our wellness page?
I think Julie did bikini boot camp, which I like. I'm down with that because summer's coming.
Yeah. And that's what I'm advertising on my Facebook.
Like summer sizzle, bikini, it could be.
Bikini boot camp. Julie's already advertising it as that, so I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Bikini boot
But what do you want to call our challenge group?
Our wellness group.
Wait, the bikini boot camp is our challenge group.
Correct.
Okay, so then we need the wellness group.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. The
So
page,
add people.
Say that again.
Mommy.
challengers who are getting the Home Direct Shakeology and On Demand.
Correct.
Okay. And that's going to go into
The My Challenge Tracker app, which I can set up, guys. I'll set it up.
And so, am I able to add a couple women that need help with nutrition that I've been talking to, and I can just add them to the
Just add
wellness?
them to this group, welcome them to the group, like do a welcome introduction, and then that way they're there.
Okay.
In the next couple of days, I can go live in our group and actually talk about the fact that, that on the 15th, we're going to have something different. If you want more accountability, you're more than welcome to join us. Here are the requirements.
Okay.
So do you want me to start an event page or no? I mean, how do you want to do this?
Should we just invite people all on our own? I'll make all of you guys administrators for the group, so you can add
That's
people.
fine. That's fine.
That work?
Yeah, we can do it individually. That's fine.
Or if you want to do an event, let's talk tomorrow about that, Liz. And then we can
Okay.
figure what we figure out in the team page because we have like a minute left. And then those of you that are going to Summit, I'm doing Hall F because it has all the people in there that I want to talk to or when I hear. And Fran is choosing, I told Fran that she's coming along and it's her birthday week. She gets to choose who we work out with. And I think we're going to do Sean T because we've never worked out with him before live.
Be fun.
Yeah, I worked out with Chris Downing in Punta Cana. He made me cry, like in a good way. So I can't wait for his program to come out. I've already worked out with Tony. I've worked out with